everybody, what's going on again? It's the Basement Protagonist, and I'm your main hero on the microphone for the evening. Just got back from hanging with the Rat King and April O'Neil. Don't ask what we were doing, but you know, they call me Scumbag Sherm. What up, fellas? I'm joined by Fresh and Will as usual. How's it going?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hi guys,
Hey, Fresh, what's happening?
everything's peace, man. How life treating y'all?
Everything's smooth out here on the grind.
Yeah, and in the midst of this podcast life, we're doing recording content for the internet, so that's what we're up to again. How's things your way, sir?
Everything's peace, man. I just finished watching that Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it because I was just about to bring that up. Like I mentioned before, internet has been a tremendously busy week for content. It's really been enjoyable, and one of those features was the almighty. No, I'm not gonna call it Almighty Fresh. We're not gonna do that. Let's just go with very popular Mortal Kombat. It made its film debut again, and I got to be honest, fellas, I wasn't impressed. What did you think?
No, I was not impressed. I enjoyed the when did that old one come out? Like '96 or something. I'll take that one over this one.
1995.
Yeah, it was pretty trash. It was trash, but it was better than Annihilation. I was able to watch it 1.5 times. The acting was trash. The storyline was trash. The action was trash. Like, it was overall a really terrible movie. But I guess
Jesus.
even you can still put sugar on shit, and
Wow. You're gonna get all kinds of Mortal Kombat fandom all on your head for that. But you know what? I'm right there, right next to you with you, Fresh. Cause yeah, this wasn't for me.
I'm a fan of B movies, movies that are a little exaggerated or could be considered or perceived to be terrible. But it felt like this movie was treating itself more serious than it should. And
Right.
the way they played my man, they played Jax when he had the T-Rex arms.
Oh man.
Before he got his quote unquote arcana. It was yeah, man. It almost put me into a militant mind frame.
All right. Fresh is about to hurt people. Will, you didn't choke nobody after watching this movie, did you?
No, I thought it was trash. But the same reasons why Fresh, what he said about the campiness, that's what made the original one work. It didn't take itself so serious. It's a game. It's a movie based off of a game. It's not supposed to take itself that serious. I prefer the animated Scorpion's Revenge that came out last year.
Yeah.
I prefer that over this, man. This was terrible.
I mean, here's my take on it, right? Mortal Kombat's been around since what, 93, 94. In the fighting game lore, of course, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Personally, I always gravitated towards Street Fighter, whatever.
Mhm.
Mortal Kombat blew up. The movie came out. It's a cult classic in every sense of the word. Fresh, yeah, it's not the greatest film ever recorded, but it's so super nostalgic. The from the soundtrack to Liu Kang, all of that stuff. It worked. It worked then. It still works now. Even the costumes still look good. This current one though, Cole Young, I didn't give two shits about Cole Young. I didn't. He was. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, I stopped playing Mortal Kombat in like the year '98, so I don't even know where we're at progression wise with the game. I don't even know. I didn't even bother to look up this man was a real character. I don't know if y'all did.
No,
He's
he's
not.
he's not a real character.
So he was just made for movie. All right, cool.
It
Okay,
was
so,
made for American audiences.
and that's fair. Here's the thing: the action sequences in this movie were top notch, man. I thought, don't get me wrong, it's Mortal Kombat, so he's gonna be cheesy, gory, so it was a lot of that. But the actual action, the fighting, oh man, that was on top. That was on point. So give me the old movie with this new action, and you probably got something working. Now you guys do know they've set up a Mortal Kombat universe, right?
I know now.
Why? My question is why? What are they doing that for?
There is a huge following for Mortal Kombat, man. They're gonna be so disappointed with this episode. But I'm with you too. When I found that out, I'm like, they're doing a whole universe. Here's my thing. I did not understand why Sub-Zero was overpowered, literally OP to the max in this movie. There was a lot going on. The whole nether region thing. Is that Beetlejuice? What am I thinking of?
Nether realm.
Yeah, the nether realm.
Outworld or something like that.
Right. So you got the basic rundown is people from Earth are chosen to be warriors in Mortal Kombat. The Earth been getting their asses handed to them 9 straight times. If they lose a 10th time, Shang Tsung can invade and whatever. You know, typical video game nonsense. But the execution of the I don't know what else to call it. I mean, in all honesty, I do not know what else to call it. But, you know, that's to summarize the story. And yada, 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 you know, the good guys win. It was a lot of gratuitous death and violence. Some of the characters I know are big favorites didn't get their shine. And that's kind of why I watched it. I wanted to see how they were going to update Liu Kang. And disappointingly, he did not exist at all in the movie. Really, he was kind of a sucker. Kung Lao, one of my personal favorites to play with, was in the movie. But I tried to take some good out of it. Y'all got nothing good out of this?
Well, I guess since it did take it serious, I did find some humor in some things, like when Shang Tsung, he had his girl who looked like a bat, Nitra or something like that, scrapped with Kung Lao, and Kung Lao split her in half, and then I think he was like fatality. You know what I mean? It was like, okay.
Yeah, it was cringy.
That was the highlight of the damn movie. That was it for me.
the buzzsaw fatality. What
Yeah,
about
and I'll say the only other time is when T-Rex arms got his real cybernetic arms. I didn't get that. I'm like, how is your power to manifest cybernetic arms? Like, what would you have got if you didn't lose your damn arms? Like, this shit don't make no fucking sense. I'm like, what this nigga manifested robot arms. Oh my God. I'm like,
okay. No. See, I knew somebody was gonna say it first. Damn it, because I had the same thought process. As in my real world, I work from home on Friday, and that was one of those moments I looked down and looked up, and everybody's manifesting their powers, and this man manifested robot arms, and it was just like 3 question marks popped up in my head, like, wait, what? Why do they constantly keep playing this man, Jax? I don't understand it.
Oh man, I told you, man. That's what I told you. It almost put me in my militant mind frame, man. Like, they always do us dirty, man.
right.
But like, my favorite character in the whole universe itself is Sub-Zero. That's who I first learned how to play in a video game with, had strategies until I became a Street Fighter fan as well, because I hated that you have to push a block button instead of just move back.
Yeah. Hashtag no block buttons, damn it.
Exactly. So I appreciate him being OP, and it took everybody to take him out. I didn't like the whole story of how, like, it just seemed convoluted, the storyline. Now, I know, similar to the other kaiju flicks, the Godzilla, as y'all previously said in other videos, that the brain off flicks. But this one was super hard to try not to think about what is happening or how it was happening and things of that nature. Because a lot of stuff didn't just make sense to me at all. It just, I was like, you know what I mean? Like you just said, like, just question marks over your head, like, what's happening here?
Some stuff is okay. Granted, some stuff is brain off where you just let it roll, and at least you're entertained. This one it was brain off, but I was more confused than entertained, and I don't like that feeling.
Mhm.
Like I don't understand what's happening, and I was getting upset. I don't like that effect. Now, granted, it's not as bad as a Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but it is bad. Okay, it is bad. Internet. I'm sorry.
Annihilation is in a contender for one of the worst movies ever. Like ever.
Any genre, yeah, I agree.
Period.
Yeah,
Like ever. Like even like the lowest budgets of the low. It is still like top tier worst movie ever. Type in that level. It's not that many movies I could say that I've seen and I wasted time on seeing. That's worse than Annihilation.
no, Annihilation, yeah, top 3 of all time. I agree. I'm pretty sure the internet's agree. This one isn't that bad. Like I said, there were highlights, but there were more lowlights for me. Kano was one of the better highlights, I guess. He was pretty entertaining. Every time I looked up, he was dropping a one-liner that actually worked.
Yeah, he was dropping one-liners. They did a lot of good. It felt like 80s movie-ish with his one-liners. Like they actually wrote in, like, I'm gonna need you to say this right here, and then you know what I'm saying, and like it felt like he was like a robot where he just dropped them over and over again. His interaction with Sonya Blade, that character was I guess it was amusing. With his one-liners towards her or whatnot. And it's oh, I got lasers after having a verbal joust with Whack Liu Kang and Whack Kung Lao.
Yeah. Man, they were so disappointed. They were two of my favorite characters. Like, don't get me started.
I don't know about the casting, man.
Yeah.
Who was that? Shang Tsung. I didn't really feel like they got the right guy for that. He didn't seem menacing at all, man.
He was a nice guy, Shang Tsung, wasn't he?
I didn't feel threatened at all, man.
It was poor casting choices.
And he dropped.
But like I don't get nobody getting money. But it was poor casting choices.
No, I agree. I agree with Will, and it's two faults. That guy who plays Shang Tsung, and I apologize, guys, and the internet, because I don't know his name, and I don't feel like looking it up, to be honest. But I know I've seen him in a lot of random things. That's where I know him from, and I know he was bad at this. And he dropped one of the worst one-liners I've ever heard in movie history. So, the "I will suck your soul" line, like everything about that was I'm just like, oh.
I try my best not to bring that line up.
Man, I got to. It's the internet, man. We talking. We rapping a tad. I know the internet's had the same thought. Like, wait a minute.
Right.
I know we were giving Fresh the business, for his talk offline, but hey, that one was so unwarranted. Will, like, that was just.
I don't get how do you get Scorpion? How do you get Scorpion wrong, man? I mean, he couldn't even say "get over here" right. I'm like, just take it off the game. Get the person who says it on the game to say it. They didn't get his costume right. You telling me you've been in hell for centuries and you still getting your ass beat? Like, why did he need help from his ancestor? I'm like, what? Like,
yo,
no,
the most mind-boggling thing about that was for the whole thing, Scorpion spoke Japanese. But he spoke perfect English when he said, "Get over here."
Right. And then he got his ancestor with the knockoff Black Panther kinetic energy still in costume. I'm just like, what the hell is happening? Like, you're getting your ass beat, but it's absorbing all of this kinetic energy, and he's redirecting it. I didn't get the guy. I didn't get the character. I didn't get what they were trying to say with his abilities. I didn't get it at all. I was lost when I'm like, why did he send? Well, he sent him home to basically get confronted by what's his name, Garo.
Yeah, Goro.
Yeah.
So he gets confronted by Garo. Spoiler alert. And I mean, he gets his ass beat, and all of a sudden his powers, all within a span of 15 minutes, he's mastered his powers, and he's going back. I'm like, what the? This dude ain't even been home a day, and he's got his shit mastered. He couldn't do this shit while he was training. That movie was. I don't see what the hype is.
And the internet's went crazy for it. So I don't know. I feel like we're on the wrong side of the coin here, fellas.
I'll be the bad. Hey, I'll be the bad guy. It's all right. I'll be the bad guy.
No, I agree, man. Cole Young was one of the worst new protagonists I've seen. Compared to the baby goat out here, Tanjiro Yamato. We'll talk about Demon Slayer later. I don't want to deal with guys like Cole Young. I agree with you. And to circle back on your point on the Scorpion thing, because I actually read up on it a little bit because I was so confused. Apparently, when he quote unquote died, he didn't necessarily go to hell. He got trapped in like a third region, like the Earth realm and the Outer realm, which is basically the Hell realm. So he's like undead, and his ancestors had to free him. So the whole time Cole Young had that knife, when he like was getting his ass beat by Sub-Zero, he like activated Scorpion, who came out and also got his ass beat. So that's yeah. And I'm like, yo,
not one time in the movie did they mention none of that shit.
Right.
I had to go do some extended research. So I don't know, man. And if I gotta go do that on a movie, I'm probably not gonna ever watch it again. And I'm disappointed I did, but whatever.
Yeah, that's trash. I'm never turning it on again.
Yeah, I think we're all antagonists on this movie.
We're gonna get this one a 3 thumbs down, internet.
Yeah, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Fresh, you got any more shit to add on this pile?
No.
All right, like I said, we went full bad guy on this one, and I don't feel bad about it. Sometimes it feels good to punch your main character in the face. So I like to hear what the internet's got to say. If we're wrong, let us know. Give us some feedback. Like, subscribe, comment. And we'll just keep doing what we're doing. And shoot, man, I don't really much got else to provide tonight, fellas. I don't know about you.
I got one thing to say. Don't continue this dumpster fire. Let it go.
So no sequel for you, huh?
No sequels.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I didn't go into the theaters to see this. I watched it on HBO Max on the weekend and today, and it was hard to stream it. It felt like, like the HBO servers are overloaded. So obviously a lot of people are watching it. So I can guarantee we're gonna see a sequel.
Oh man.
Well, we'll be back to maybe you never know what could happen in a sequel. Because there's been franchises that started off trash and the sequel was dope. None come to mind. Not immediately, at least. Because Mortal Kombat Annihilation did not raise the bar. So, like I said, the bar is low. So we can only go up from here, man.
Oh, compared to Annihilation, this movie was epic. This is
this was Iron Man in 08 right here, 06, whenever Iron Man came out.
Right.
All right, well, yeah. That being said, we're going to leave it with that, and hopefully to hear from the internets on the comment. Like I said, check us on Twitter at Basement Protag 1, Instagram, Basement Protagonist, Facebook, Basement Protagonist as well. Also join the page. Like I said, like, subscribe, and comment. We'll constantly be dropping heat throughout the week, just having conversation and discussion. So chime in, man. We'd love to hear from you, internet. And with that,
sure indeed.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, we're going to call it a night. All right, we'll catch you next time, internet. Peace.
Peace.
Salute.